area later, or will we have to pay again?
Make a
I
history roll.
don't remember this. It's been a while. Coming back here. 19.
It's unorthodox. Usually, if you get a carriage service, it takes you directly towards one area. But you assume, regarding this situation, since it's also nearby, that if you pay a gold piece and then half the price for the next one, so a gold piece and 5 silver, they'd be willing to wait for you and then take you to District 5 as well.
So 5 gold, and we won't have to walk anywhere, and we'll give someone a big tip. Yeah, but let's do that.
Yeah.
Plus, like Ragok's trying to keep up a good front with like carrying everything, but he doesn't have his strength mutagen on. He has the charisma, so even without anything additional, he's already encumbered himself. So the second you give him the thing and we walk a bit outside, he's already dripping.
Why are you dripping? This should be nothing to you.
It's so much sun today.
Is it? I
It's
look
a
up at
little
the sky.
cloudy. There is sun, but it's a little cloudy.
I see precipitation to make it cooler. Like there's a gust, small breeze.
Thank you.
As you do, you hear a tok 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 tok, and it lands right next to you. You spot this very old halfling, beard as long as his feet, and he's about like 3'11", 3'12", quite 4 feet only. And he goes, "You, do you want to go somewhere?"
Yes.
Oh God. Yes, we would like to go to the garrison.
Garrison. Well, that'll be a gold piece per.
Okay.
I'm gonna give him 5.
So much.
Once we're at the garrison, we're gonna leave our stuff inside. You're gonna wait for us and then bring us to the. Can't remember English names today.
It's just called the greenhouse.
The greenhouse, yes.
How much are you going to pay him?
5 gold.
I'll pay because you don't have hands.
I was already putting the stuff inside.
Wait.
All right.
Why are you so quick?
my arms give out.
All right, we can do that. But make sure you don't last more than 30 minutes. I'll wait for you in the garrison for 30 minutes and then we go. Anything longer than that, I'll cancel the deal. I ain't gotta wait all day.
How about this? I'll wait with you and let him go do his business, and I'll be standing by in the carriage.
Lisbeth
That
can
doesn't make a difference to me, lady. It's about time. The meter's running.
Your meter is
going.
running.
Yeah.
Stop going.
Yeah, the meter, you gotta go catch it. You gotta go distance yourself. More and more meters, more money.
Don't worry, guys. I'll wait with him. So if he has to leave before you guys return, at least I'll keep our items safe. Is that good?
All right, 30 minutes. 30 minutes max
Okay.
for this price, at least.
That's what Frigis just said because you also might want armor.
Uh-huh.
So you're coming with me and Frigis stays.
I'd be willing to wait a little bit more, but it'll cost you more.
Let's
What?
keep it under 30 minutes then.
Right. Anything more, it's either you pay more or I won't.
Fair enough, sir.
All right. Well, ladies, please sit up front here with me. Sir, watch your items on the inside.
I'm already inside.
Right.
Hop up.
Ooh, he extends his hand to Frigis.
Ah.
All right, lady. Up here next
Yes.
to me. Pats his seat. Bit of dust. It's wooden, no cushion. And then he goes
I'll,
towards. Yeah.
I'll climb up and sit with him then, if you insist.
All right. It's okay. He's relatively mid. Like he's not smelly or stinky, but he's not great looking. He's old, hard worker. Imagine like a motorcycle driver in Bangkok.
Careful.
Who's
He
about
has that.
45.
He has that old man strength. He just tap dust out of wood. Careful.
That was just that dusty. Like like the only spot that's clean
Oh.
is where he's sitting.
Oh.
Oh no.
Doesn't even bother. But he then goes towards Lisbeth and he goes, "Yo, big girl,
Yes.
you can sit by me too."
Oh no, it's okay. I need to check the stuff that we just bought. That's fine. Thank you.
But where are you going to sit? There's no space inside.
I think there's
I
plenty
tried
of
to see
spaces.
air. Is it really? I cannot squeeze.
You could, but it's uncomfortable.
I looked the fridges. Does she look okay?
Yeah. Look. Okay. Fine.
I sigh and I climb on with the driver.
Our
Everyone on
position
the
like this. He's on the like. He's on the corner, and I sit between Lisbeth and him.
Okay.
Thank you.
Then the one that Lisbeth comes up on, you can visibly see the wagon go a little bit from the weight of her arm.
Well,
Full plate's insanely heavy. Well, not really. It's like 60 pounds, but still.
60 pounds heavy.
It's not too much. I bet you could wear it, but like an hour in it for sure. With this, he takes you past the greenhouse. I believe I called it the Arcanum. I don't remember now. You pass the Arcanum and you go towards the Long Iron Bridge, and underneath you see this big valley down, and eventually you reach an iron gate, which is well known as the Blacksmith District or the Armorer, but generally it's known to the locals as the Garrison. The Garrison here is a particularly big uh, weapon and armor shop, although there are smaller ones nearby, some more specialized stores. But the biggest one here that is all purpose and general service is the Garrison. And they take you there. And as they take you there, he drops you off onto the side of the street. There doesn't seem to be a lot of people here currently, but you hear the clanging of metal constantly going ting, ting, ting. Also, you feel the heat from the area as there are multiple forges that are currently being fanned and run. It's not enough to cause you to feel discomfort, but it's enough that you all begin to feel the way Ragnak was feeling, that sweat begins to drip from your foreheads. Not at a rapid pace, but enough to know that it's significantly hotter here. As soon as you are dropped down from the wagon, you see a butler like figure come from the garrison's main door, and he comes down and looks at you and says, "Yes, what shall I do for you?" And you've met this person before. He's never introduced himself formally, but he was the same one that sold Lisbeth the axe and all the other stuff.
Oh. I don't think I've been here before. I don't think I've met him before.
No, you were at the university buying his
Yeah.
scrolls while they were here.
Paying off student loans.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah.
I don't think Ragnar was there either. Probably still Brockmar.
Oh yeah, it was. It would have been Brackmar. That's right. So this
Well,
person comes up forward and he says, "Yes, how may I help you?"
So wait, only Lisbeth recognize? I mean, is it
Yeah.
only Lisbeth?
You recognize him. You're not sure if he recognizes you
Okay.
still.
All right. Okay. We're looking for some armor. Do you have anything that is well, interesting?
Well, yes, of course. Look around you. We are the garrison. We have armors. And he points his back there. There's like 100 suit of armors probably lined up, all full plate. What are you looking for exactly?
Something with a little extra tricks, I suppose.
do you have anything fiend resistant?
I'm sorry, you said resistant to what?
Fiends.
Fiend resistant.
Yes.
What is that?
We don't have one that particularly deals with fiends, however,
Okay.
we have one that is resistant to high levels of temperature.
Oh, that sounds good.
Would you like to see it?
Yes, sure. How much is it?
Well, before we continue with that conversation, let me show you. And he comes you, ushers you closer, and he says, "Will your friend be coming?" And he points towards Fridges.
I walk towards Ragnarok, and then I whisper to him. He kind of sounds like my professor. Like he has that distinct accent. Like I think his name was Professor Snake.
He
Yeah, just
mishears you from the back. Snake was my cousin before the calamity.
Professor Snake is your
Oh,
cousin?
That
I'm
is
sorry
correct.
to hear he is.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
It
Don't
must be
worry.
a powerful family then.
He teaches potions.
hmm He always wanted to go be a specialist in evocation, but instead he learned alchemy and herbology.
At that, I just like turn my head, like very interested.
I'm sure
Uh,
he is.
I'm guessing all of his notes inside his personal house survived, right? Would
Oh
you?
yes, he survived as well,
Oh, he did.
recovering but
Oh,
Oh, he did. I mean,
great news.
in good
it's
state.
he's a great wizard after all.
hmm
Yeah,
Well,
he has that distinct nonchalant style of talking also. Yeah, it reminds me so much of him.
well, yes, he's a bit more quiet than me. He doesn't have my charm. He says without a smile.
He certainly doesn't have your charm.
Well, before we continue this conversation, maybe you'd like to take a look at this. And he has this glass case right behind him. He took you about 15 minutes walk into the store, and it's quite big. It's almost like a mini castle in design. It has this stone wall on the outside, double-sided, or like
Wait,
a double wooden door.
how
Oh,
long did
that's
we walk in again?
15. Not because of the big size, but because of like going through different.
Yeah, but that means we need someone to keep with the driver because
Yeah.
even if we turn back around right now,
It's
he would
been
go.
30 minutes.
oh. Then
Yeah.
I'll go. I cast haste on myself and run right back.
Sorry, Bridges.
Thank you.
Your friend is not like you. She doesn't wear any metallurgy or
Oh wait, I don't
armor.
have haste anymore.
Yeah,
Fuck.
she does not.
I'll
Teleport.
dash. I'll
Tele-
dash.
All right.
I didn't prepare it.
Why did we walk so far?
We were too entranced by your charms. We almost forgot
Yeah.
our driver.
Well, yes, I do have that effect on people.
You're
Never.
professional salesman after all. Makes sense.
We take pride in our work as stewards and protectors. Here is the suit of armor I promised. It is of extravagant design, created by only the finest of dwarves, handmade for the Earl himself. But he has outgrown it. It is of second-hand service, so I will give you a good price. But understand that the level of craftsmanship is none that you will find equal to in Goldenvale. And he opens up like a cloth, and he just goes like, and it's revealed like the suit of armor on top of what looks like an armor stand, and it's a full red and orange full plate, fully engraved at the end with auburn trimmings. Beautiful, beautiful piece of armor. You can see at the the waistcoat has like uh hand graven symbols of flames
So
but
she will go faster.
and then it has an armor, like a helmet as well. And the helmet is similar to that of a dragon's, scale in design. It looks like the guy from Dota,
Dragon Knight.
Dragon Knight's helmet, but it's nothing close to like his actual armor. And he explains to you that this armor will protect you even in the harshest of flames. Even if you were to delve into the pool of the 9 realms of fire itself, you will be as cool as a mockingjay at night. Are you interested in this piece of armor? As I said before, this is second-hand price, but it is from the Earl, and I will give you a good deal.
How much is it again?
Well, what do you offer first? I must know that you are willing, or at least capable of purchasing such an extravagant piece
I
of work.
I look to what do you call that? To Ragnar because he seems more versed with buying and selling stuff.
Yeah, I still have the. I'm still supposed to be the charisma guy now. Shit. Where the bar that? So a normal plate is in your word is 150. Let's
Yeah.
say, how about a fair 300 gold?
Close, but not quite. I will offer. Make a persuasion check first to see how well you were able to put that in.
Oh no no no.
It's like the TikTok. Oh no no.
Yeah. 10.
Oof.
Oh, actually, that's in your favor.
Oh,
That is not quite in the ballpark that I was figuring, but I do believe that this should go to a wielder that deserves its level of artifice. We would be willing to part with this for 450 gold
oof.
pieces. It is a +2 full plate immunity to fire.
Ooh.
Ah, it does
It's worth.
sound.
Now we just need the money.
Do you have the money? I have 64.
No, I have 114.
Ah.
We're missing 250 still.
Would you
Did we
like to
get we didn't get
pay
any sort
now?
of money from Gil what right?
You were handling the diamonds, right? We like so
Oh yeah.
one at the store for everything, if I remember correctly.
Yep.
So we still have
Yeah.
like 3, right?
left.
Yeah, we did have 4.
2.
Wait, did we had 4, right?
I think we have 3
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
3
all
left.
3 as
each of
well.
us.
Hang on. He gave us 4 large diamonds.
Oh, then
How
you should have 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's why we used one at the store, so we should have 3.
Yep.
How much
Okay.
are they each again?
Roughly 75.
700 to 800. So I think you said.
So
Well, yeah.
75 times 3.
Huh?
Plus how much you have
No, it's
Lisbeth?
700 to 800 each. So it's 750.
Oh, so
Let me check.
one is more than enough then.
Let me check real quick what I said about the diamonds.
Is it
I
that much?
forgot the conversion rate
I
metric.
don't know. I don't think you converted it because you said it's a very large diamond.
Yeah.
I remember saying it's about 750 in the real world, but
Yeah.
in
Oh,
mine it's
okay.
75, which would
Ah.
be 750. So if you wanted to revive someone with it, you could.
So
So it's 75?
75 each. Yes.
Darn.
70. So
Okay.
you have like 60. Plus I have let's say 110, so I have enough just like to drink and
Okay.
eat. we are still missing 55 gold. With all 3 diamonds, all my money, or your money.
Okay, I would change this to 75 then.
I have 97 on me.
Come back.
Yeah, do you mind if I go and check with our friend if he still hold on to some of the cash? You try this out
I-
first.
Lisbeth, what's your armor right now?
Um, oh, hang on, where is that? I point out like just normal chain.
You're still on chain?
Yes.
You're gonna get 4 AC bonus, just easy.
Ah, but you're more often in the front line, although I do die a lot.
I train mostly to avoid hits. I'm not proficient in heavy armor.
He
So
can do up to medium, I believe.
Yeah,
this
I'm
is
a Witcher ripoff. We don't wear heavy armor.
this is a plate, right?
Yeah.
With
Full plate,
immunity to
immunity
fire.
to fire.
Uh, I'm
No
gonna
extra
give you. You're like I'm guessing there's a counter somewhere.
Mhm.
Like she put like the 3 diamonds or 60 gold. I'm gonna put 110 of my gold
Mhm.
and say you took her measurements and whatever you want, Lisbeth. I'm gonna run after Frigis and come back with
Okay.
the rest.
So this is technically 4,500 gold in the real D&D world, right?
It is a +2 plate,
Yeah. So
Basically,
it's
just add a zero always at
450.
the end
Yep.
if you want normal D&D.
450 GP.
I mean, it's not that expensive because a normal plate is
Yeah.
already 1,500.
1,005. Yep. So
It's
we're
just
paying
3
with
times the price.
all
3 times the
three
price.
I mean, it's a pretty good price for
gallons
+2 immunity
and
fire.
yeah, all our money.
Like my conversion of it is like 500,000 baht for this piece of armor.
Yeah.
500k.
Okay. So who's going to go grab?
Ragnar
I'm
is
already
doing
on
it.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
I already put 110 gold of my money on the table and then started to run after Frigis.
Yep. And I put 64 and oh, then I realized I have one platinum. But I guess I'll hold on to that first.
That's all you got left.
Like, could you imagine Ragnar just run back and forth? Hey, Lisbeth, I got enough money. Oh.
No, that's just 10. It's still just 10 gold. It's not enough. We need 50 something, right?
Yeah.
110 GP. Ragnarok. 64 GP. Lisbeth. And how much did we need from you? Hold on, let me. What's the
If you put
calculation?
64 and not 60, then we still need 51 from Frigis.
Okay. Yeah, since I have the one platinum coin, I will give 64. Or rather, I will give the one platinum and keep 10 GP to me.
Alright.
Yeah.
Frigis, do you give the 51?
How long does it take for me to run back from the shop back here?
No, I mean
bad.
he's going there to grab
Ragnar's
from
running
you.
to you.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So
I'm coming
Ragnar,
after you.
just as you're wondering, like, I wonder where Ragnar and Lisbeth is. You see Ragnar running out, sweat on his brow again.
So
Where's
far.
Lisbeth? Where's Lisbeth?
She's getting a fantastic piece of armor. Do you have 51 gold on you?
51? Yeah, I
Yes.
do.
Uh, could you please give it to me?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it sounds
I
so.
hand you
it's like-
51 gold.
Thank you. And
Give
I'm coming back to Lisbeth, but this time I'm walking.
Okay.
I'm old.
How far is it? Like 90 feet or something?
A little bit, like it's.
Nah, it's 15 minutes walk with the alleys and not alleys,
150 feet
corners.
inside.
150 feet, goddamn.
What?
Like if you were to sprint it, it would be like really, really quick. But like on a
No.
normal,
Man,
normal
sorry, you're
conversation.
not good with distances. Because you just said that you could sprint through it in 18 seconds, but walking it takes 15 minutes. It doesn't add up.
No, because like when you're
It
inside
doesn't
the
add
store,
up, bro.
no, like that's the thing. It's an extravagant store. Like if
Yeah.
you're going by lateral distance, it's not that far. But if
Oh.
you're gonna go through like the
Like,
store,
if I
the
broke walls
counter-
as I was running, then it's 150. But since we took like stairs and shit, it's 15 minutes.
then let's say it's about my max is like going through the space in my head is about 250 minus the obstacles.
Okay.
Like,
Yeah,
you,
doesn't
because you
matter.
can't really run inside. Like
Fine.
there's
We're not gonna rob
behavior.
them. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I
Let's
come
just
back
pretend.
sweaty with
Let's
the
pretend that's
51
right.
gun.
Like, I'll sit here with the guy then.
All right. As you wait and you have that money, you go back inside. You see that Lisbeth has already the pauldrons on her. It's being placed upon her, and she still currently has basic chain. The thing about full plate is it takes quite a while
Yes.
to do to put on. If
I-
you were to put it on yourself, it's an hour. But if you have someone to help you, it's much significantly
He
faster.
better help me at this price.
Oh, he helps you. It's like
Yeah.
the
Done
fancy
and
butler
done.
kind. Like
Yeah.
Done and Duff armor
Li-
is heavy armor is 10 minutes to done,
yeah.
and 5 with help.
Yeah, Lisbeth
yeah,
is like staring at you with sparkly eyes. This feels luxurious.
Let's say yeah. D&D lets you don it on 10, but I'm telling you, without people to help you, it's impossible to put it. Well, you can, but it's really
I
hard.
mean, it's
It's really, really
also
hard.
new. She's never worn plate before, so it'll probably
That's
take
true.
her. Yeah.
But like, yeah, 5 minutes to don with help is reasonable. Uh, they put on the pauldrons onto you. You get strapped onto your side at the bottom, and for some reason, it feels like it fits perfectly. The thing about full plate that's really well done is it grooves into each other quite beautifully. A lot of people think that wearing full plate is clunky and awful and noisy and you feel like a tin can, but the really high quality ones moves with your body that it doesn't even feel like you have armor on. You feel a little bit heavier, about 50 feet, 50 pounds, 60 pounds, but really it's not that much. And as soon as you get fitted onto the pauldrons, you get your chest plate, your harness, your helmet, your gorget. I don't know, gorget, gor, gorget, gorget, whatever it is, like
I
the
have
neck
no
protector
clue.
piece.
Oh.
Your skirt, your pants, your shoes, your greaves, your gloves, everything. You move around, and it feels even more mobile than your chainmail with leather armor. And the thing about this, you expected it to be quite uncomfortable and hot because it's immune to fire. It's constantly cool on the inside. So you can see that
Damn.
Ragnak and Frigis on the outside were sweating from the heat of the forge, but as soon as you put it on, it's like having cool fever on you permanently. Like it's just
Damn.
it's fine.
Elizabeth's eyes is gonna water right now. She's like, oh, I've never felt this kind of thing.
After
Yeah.
a few adjustments onto the straps, it's like another layer of your skin. You forget it's even on.
Lisbeth
Is
made
there
it. Legendary shield, legendary armor.
do I also get like do I still get a disadvantage to stealth since it
You
feels
still
so
do.
good?
You
Damn it!
still do.
Damn
The
it!
greaves are made out of metal, so it still has that clunk clunk sound, but
Okay.
it's not clunky. That was from the Earl himself. He says,
So deck
"Well, it
saves
looks like
also.
it fits you perfectly."
Damn, deck save is also disadvantage, right?
Shouldn't be. I don't
Okay.
think so.
I don't. So
No.
yeah.
Only on stealth rolls, I believe.
Stealth.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I
Theodore will
have
correct me if I'm
I
wrong.
have yeah, on this roll I have disadvantage because I dope my strength.
Ah, okay.
That's my back draw. Disadvantage on deck saves. But I have godly deck save, so it's fine. Until I roll bad, and then
Until when it
understood.
counts. Until
Yeah.
when it's important not to fail.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what was he saying just now?
He just says that
Fits
it
you.
fits you perfectly.
Yes, thank you. Feels like Cinderella.
I would say this is far better than a gown.
Yeah.
Honestly. Woman on a perfectly fit full plate? Yes, please.
Yes, please. Alright,
So he
so
gives the gold, he takes it, and just like, damn, I feel bored now.
yeah, I'm so sorry. We'll see how to make it out.
Oh, no
But thank
worries.
you.
Alright, well, if you need anything else, or if you need your items repaired or maintained, we have those services available here. If you have any particularly sharp equipment, we also do sharpening services, but only with the finest of whetstones. Please let me know if I can do anything else for you, madam. And he bows at you.
Do we have
I don't
anything
think
that is damaged?
I don't. We don't have any money left, but I do have a +1 glaive I'm carrying in my back that nobody uses.
Ever.
So yeah. So are you buying stuff? Just take it out.
Oh yeah,
Mm,
my current chainmail. I guess we can
Where'd you get
also
this?
sell that
Where'd you get this glaive from?
at least.
The bad guy where I got my adamantine crowbar. The guy who was
I
interrogating.
remember. I remember now.
The same as the dimension pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks like the steel is of good quality. The craftsmanship not quite. I will be willing to buy this at maximum of 25 gold.
How about we give you that and her used chain as scrap metal for
Mm,
a fair 40 gold?
Make persuasion check.
I'm trying to use that mutagen. It's not working out, guys. Yep, 13.
Hey.
I will allow it. And he grabs 40 gold pieces from your pile, gives it
Yeah,
back to you.
thank you. Guess, Lisbeth, remove your chainmail. I'm removing my glaive.
Alright.
And, yep. If, if it doesn't bother you too much, I'm gonna take the 40 gold for now.
Yep.
Because I went from having 140 gold to
0.
3 gold and 169 copper.
That's okay. I have 10 gold on me. I think I'm okay for now.
Thank you.
DM,
How am I the richest person now? I used to be the poorest.
DM,
You have to bring out your cleric.
later you
That's how
can
it works.
put in on mine, or do I search?
I'll just put it in, don't worry.
Thank
You can
you.
put a full plate +2 for now.
Alright.
Alright. With that, as you are offered, you have your glaive and you have the chainmail as well. You know that when he took off the armor away from the armor stand onto Lisbeth, he did it by hand. But as this one comes in and you're offering him some lower quality equipment, he looks towards a suit of armor on the side and it comes to life and grabs it for him and puts it to the side. And he goes back to the wall and stands there again like a suit of armor.
Makes sense. Her chainmail must have seen some shit.
Well, thank you for your business. I will be here if you need me. But if there's nothing else, then I wish you a good day, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. We'll probably come back in around a month or so if we can. Try to shop for myself. We're kind of short of funds for now.
I look forward to it. And that's all he says. All right. You exit the store.
Just a quick detail.
Mhm.
Ragnar's like the armor is very badass and like looks very rich.
Mhm.
So usually he like walked near or a bit in front of Lisbeth
Mhm.
because she has a tendency to be like a bit reserved.
Mhm.
And now he doesn't dare do it. He's like a bit behind, like a servant.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
oh
yeah.
shit.
Yeah. It just so happens that as you guys exit the store, Lisbeth goes out first. And as you go out, this is the first time Fridges is gonna see it. Beautifully trimmed full plate, engraved, beautiful metallurgy. The colors have changed over the multiple smelting temperature process, whatever. It's been folded 1,000 times like a Japanese blacksmith. You know that nonsense. And it doesn't work, by the way. But anyway, Lisbeth comes out wearing beautiful armor, and the way that the sun reflects against it is unnaturally it's unnatural because of the gleam. It doesn't absorb any of the heat of the sun, and it's like she's glowing. It's almost as if she's an angel in the area as she radiates a very, very small amount of light around her armor.
Who's he?
I was running for the money. That's Lisbeth.
Oh, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Damn.
Damn, son!
How much does it cost?
Bridges, this thing is lit!
450.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Driver goes, 450 gold! You guys can buy 450 gold and you didn't want to pay me an extra gold piece? What's wrong with you?
No, I mean,
Yeah, that looks really good. What does it do?
apparently it doesn't get affected by fire or high temperatures, and
Oh,
it's really
we're
very,
gonna
very
test
sturdy.
that out.
Yeah.
We're
I
gonna
do,
test that out.
this was just like, we're not gonna scratch it, right? At least not immediately.
Oh, right.
Can it even be scratched?
You could certainly
I
try.
hope not at this price.
I'm gonna take my Twilight's flame
Mhm.
and just in like in the groove. Yeah, you know how the armor has like different
Yeah,
set on
yeah.
the shoulder, like in the groove in between the like thing and the end. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
yeah,
like
yeah.
try to scratch it.
Okay. As you scratch it, it glides through. I don't know if you guys have ever felt it, but like when two pieces of metal glide against each other and there's this small ring of a sound like shing, and it's just absolutely smooth like butter. It vibrates on your handle and it just doesn't even leave a mark.
It must. I mean, yes, it must be magical if it has immunity to fire. So yeah, and I swing.
Oh,
Go
wow.
ahead. You can try to attack if you'd like.
Just on the armor, like specifically to like.
Okay, yeah. Just wing.
I tried to
kill the
shield with the
bounce.
arm. It's like,
You felt your blow. Usually, if you hit something hard, it just gets bounced back. But here, as you ended up here, you land onto the structure itself. It doesn't push your armor back. It absorbs the energy. Elizabeth is standing there, couldn't even feel it. Like she felt like an impact, but like nothing much.
I assume like Lisbeth probably like shields her face with it. It's like, don't want to see it get damaged. It's like, is it done?
This
Yes.
Lisbeth, it's
Ah,
fine. There aren't even there isn't any scratch. Like
yeah.
Oh,
I'm gonna
wow.
put my sword back and just like look at my wrist. I'm too old for this. I'm not used. I'm not used for the feedback. My blade used to go through everything. I need
That's
wrist
true.
protection.
all right, all right.
That's true.
Ragnar, you okay?
Yeah.
I'd never seen you have that reaction before.
I when all of the toxins are pumping, I am pretty good, but out of combat, I'm pretty beat up, old man. That's now you're making me feel old. Fucking hell.
Nah, don't feel bad. You're not like 100-year-old or something.
Yeah, I would be dead because I'm not an elf. Just he's just gonna go sit back where he used to, in the middle of the pile of stuff. Like, oh fuck.
Fuck. Okay,
Alright,
to
looks
the
like you guys got what you wanted. But
Yeah.
anyway, you have 5 minutes left, so I can take you there right now, or you can pay me an extra gold piece and I'll wait for you even more. You decide.
Let's go. We're
Take
done
the
here,
gold.
right?
Alright. Well, let's go then.
Yippee-ki-yay! Oh, wait, no.
All right, with Lisbeth onto your side as you go off into the bridge, crossing the bridge, it's like you have a bunch of starlight right next to you
Yeah.
as her armor is just gleaming against the sun.
Lisbeth is just
Is it
staring at
just me,
her
or does the
like
cart
arm.
lean towards Lisbeth more and more?
Be
Yeah.
right back. Be right back. Sorry. Continue.
ahead.
Continue.
All right, sure. Eventually, you go past the long iron bridge and you go end up into the Arcanum, where there's a lot of plants. And from here, you begin to ask yourself, are you still gonna buy stuff?
Yeah, that's what I was asking myself. Like,
Mhm.
do I have enough? Because they're probably gonna charge a lot if since they will like lose a customer
Mhm.
if we grow it ourselves.
You could certainly
Ragnarok.
try.
Yes.
Ragnarok. Here, I give you 30 gold. If you wanna buy more stuff, here's the money.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
give
be
you
quick
30 gold.
about it before this one charges us even more.
All right.
Yeah. So I have 72 gold and 169 copper pieces on me,
Mhm.
and at the arboretum, I'm gonna just pop out and try to.
Arboretum. Yes. Why do I was I
Arboretum?
saying Arcanum? Yes, it's the Arboretum.
Okay.
And yeah, try to just go to the receptionist and just list off all of the plants I know, which are the ones you just send me. Except I'm just gonna find them and like link them. It's gonna be way easier. Yes. Hello. Are you open?
Um, a white dude comes in, but he's got a
Mhm.
cornrows going on, and for a white dude, he seems pretty tan, probably a far traveler. And he leans towards the counter. Unlike the others who are fully well clothed in this area, he wears a little bit of immodest material, almost like a tank top, with sleeves obviously cut off improperly. And he goes, "Yo, what you looking for, man?"
I'm looking for any herbs, especially the um, sages, maces, poppies, any ginsengs, thyme, oregon, golden currants, and milkweeds.
Right on,
Uh,
man. We got all of those here. Are you
uh,
looking for a packed version of it, or are you trying to grow some of your own home style?
home style, still potted.
Well, I got everything you need then, brother. All you gotta do is 2 sages, 2 maces, 1 poppy. Well, nevertheless, I got sage, mace, poppy, all of those things you listed. And I'll sell it to you. 3 gold a pot. Gives you 1 each per week.
Sage, mace, Wait.
And as
What
you
I
buy it, you
meant,
can harvest 1 right now.
what I meant was all of the thing in your compendium.
Yeah.
So
Basically, what you
sage,
said, the
mace,
sage, mace,
poppy.
poppy,
There's also
ginseng,
vanilla
thyme.
flower,
Yeah.
yarrow, mint, bay boleta, chanterelles.
Oh, you buying those already? Or just
Yeah,
the ones you... Well, for
basically,
restoration, he's basically got everything. For
yes.
stimulating, he's also got everything.
Okay.
For fortifying, he's got oregano, currants, milkweed. Those are the only 3. And for poison, he's got oleander and ram's head.
I don't want the poison.
Yeah. So
We're
he
not
says
we're not rich enough to afford poison. Sorry, guys.
he's pretty much got everything on restoration and stimulating. And for
Okay.
fortifying, he's only got the 3 that you already bought from the twins.
Okay. So that would be
They're all equally priced at 3
for
each.
fortifying is 3 different herbs he has.
Mm-hmm.
Stimulant is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And restoration is So in total, that would be 17 different plants. If we take
Right.
one of each to just plant and make more,
Mm-hmm.
and 3 gold each,
You're pretty much 51 gold pieces.
51. I mean, if they're good quality enough to put a garden in the keep and just have free money, that's a great deal.
You could, yeah.
I mean,
You only get one harvest of it per week.
Yeah.
But they don't like it's not like Minecraft where you gotta replant it. Let's just say you get one per week for less bookkeeping.
yeah, that's the best deal in history of deals. If the comparison is what I buy from the trains, yes, I will do that.
All right.
In,
It looks like you're gonna buy out my whole stock, man, but that's fine.
that's what I do, yes, when I visit a shop about potions.
Sounds good. Sounds good. You don't mind my asking, but are you
Yes.
using these for what I think you're using them out?
Will it help me get a reduction in price?
It just so happens the only reason I'm asking is I got a fresh pot right here. I can give it to you for just 5 silver if you want to try it out.
Is it potted?
No, it's ready to go. It's like you use it right now. I just cut up a fresh batch.
Would you be willing to part with one of the plants? Potted?
Well, it's a mixture. It's not a pot. It's pot, bro. It's not a pot of something. It's
Listen,
pot.
I know. I'm meaning all of the different plants in the mix, one of each potted.
You've already bought them. You can make them. I'll teach you how to do it if you want to try one with me right now.
No, it's fine. Sorry, I just try to haggle you into giving me a pot that wasn't for sale. But I appreciate the offer. Sorry, I'm not interested.
All right. It's fine. Righteous, dude. You do you.
Yeah.
But if you ever look for something more than just these plants and looking for some more spiritual enlightenment, then you know where to find me. But of course,
Actually,
keep it on the down low.
I've heard it helps with bone pain.
Mm-hmm. Helps with bone pain, heart pain, whatever pain you got.
I have a lot of those.
I'm telling you, dude, just try one. 5 silver and we can enjoy right now. Kicks off for about a minute and then after that you feel great. I wouldn't
Yeah,
recommend more than once a day though.
sure. Can I pay you in copper pieces?
I don't mind, dude. Anything
Okay.
for a partaker of the righteous.
I'm gonna give him the 51 gold for one of each,
Mm-hmm.
and 50 copper for the bit.
Right on, man. He grabs something from the back. It's just a mixture of like blue, white, and purple, white, blue, purple powder, and it's cut up. It's obviously just a bunch of herbs that have been grounded, dried, and cut up. And he puts it onto you in front, and he says, "You don't even need." You know, some people they try to burn this stuff. I wouldn't know in real life. I've never done that, but like, you know, some people try to burn this stuff. But you know what? You can actually just take it straight. You can put it
Really?
on your food. You can eat it. You can snort it. It's up to you.
I will.
Kicks quite hard. Wait for a minute and then it subsides.
Thank you.
I
Yeah.
don't-
I'm gonna give him 19 copper as a tip
Mhm.
because I don't have any silver and I have 119
that's not
copper.
really-
So now I'm at 100 copper exactly.
Alright.
It's way prettier.
Right,
And
bro. Come on, take this one with me.
I take the whole thing
Mhm.
and just eat it.
All right.
Actually, no. I'm gonna leave like a little bit and put it in like paper.
Mm-hmm.
And if it that way I can find out the recipe later by
Okay.
analyzing it.
Sure. All right. You take it, you snort it, and you feel like your heart stop for like a full 5 seconds. And then afterwards it goes dug, 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 dug. You
Really?
feel everything. If you watch Cyberpunk, it feels like the
Oh.
Sendevistan. Basically, just basically
Oh!
time stops for a second, Like you feel like even just the leaves that are swaying slow down around you for just a full 6 seconds. Like time stops.
But
What
is
it
he
does,
immune?
what it does is just it lets you action surge once a day. Anything more dangerous.
It is Sandalwood then.
Pretty much it.
I just look at him like eyes a bit red.
He just, yeah, brother, that's it.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I was expecting to do nothing to me because I'm immune to poison. Just like, yeah, that's
What a
no.
kick, right, bro?
Yeah. I was about to research the mix, but I mean, if you're willing to just give it to me, that's gonna save me some time to enjoy it more.
Yeah, brother. It's really easy to grow. Takes quite a bit of effort, but yeah, you could do this with whatever you bought for me. Just make sure that if you grow a really good batch, just give me some, you know? All right, so I'll tell you. You just need 3 stimulating plants and 3 fortifying plants and 1 arcane solution. That's it, bro. Just mix it in. Ground it up, pound it up, mix it in. That's it. Shh.
Oh, that's a good reminder, friend. Do you have any Arcane solution in stock?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I don't know who doesn't. How many you need? I'll give you one just free. He gives you one.
Oh, thank you. How much per?
Gold piece, brother.
That's expensive. Thank you.
Heck yeah.
I'm gonna pay him 11 gold
Mhm.
for 11 solutions.
Yeah, he's got it.
Thank you. Now I have 10 gold and 100 copper,
Mhm.
but I also bought and now I also have 12 solutions.
Righteous, brother.
Thank you.
Hey, brother to brother, I got one question for you.
Yes.
Is that your piece right there? I'm sorry, that's so demeaning, but that's his character. Is that your piece right there? And he points towards Fridges.
No.
I went down the car to buy a bread.
You wouldn't mind, helping a brother out or introduce me, would you?
I'm gonna like come very close as if I'm about to say something really offensive. She's a wizard. Uh, you're not
That's
gonna
even
have
better,
fun.
bro.
It's really not.
Don't they got that thing where they like multiply themselves to 4 other people? That's the bomb, man.
No, this one turns into a raven.
Oh no, I'm out.
Yeah.
Went out with the Kenku ones, quiet as a bird, but like, oh man, I'm out. None of that.
I don't like where this is going.
Yeah, I'm just gonna do a couple of trips to transport the plant. Like I'm guessing he has like a wooden rack.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I'm gonna like put like 8, do one trip, another one with the remaining 9.
Yeah. They're
Yeah.
actually not that large. Like each pot isn't like a full-grown pot. It's about this size.
Yeah, that's what I was guessing.
Yeah. So I just made sure because maybe you were like imagining like a full pot.
No,
But yeah, 8 of the like total of how many? Did you buy?
17.
17 of those. Yes.
Some of which are shrooms, by the way.
Yes.
Sorry.
Chanterelles, I believe.
Yeah, chanterelles and. Sorry guys, I'm back. Thank you, Frigis, for your gold. I used it. I have 10
Yeah.
gold and 100 copper pieces left on me.
What you
But
got? What you got?
a fortune in ingredients. Each one of those produce make another plant of themselves and can be harvested every week. That's like in 2 weeks that would be more ingredients that I could ever get in the 3 months I chased it. I should have done it from the beginning. I could have made hundreds of potions by now then if I did that.
Damn. By the way, why your eyes red?
What?
Why your eyes? They're red. Like, are you okay? What did he do?
What? He saw me plants.
Just as you say this, you hear the sound from the inside going cat calling, like whistling. It's gonna get sound canceled, but he whistles towards your direction. And then you take a look and he has this face on him.
I look I look at Ragnar and then at him and back and forth and what?
Hey, you
Anyway,
plan?
He keeps
Yeah,
that
just-
smolder on the whole time.
I think we'll just go.
Yes,
Like-
let's go. Those plants need to be planted, and we need to teach someone how to take care of them fast. If any of them decay, that's a huge loss of money and time.
By the way,
It's-
how we transporting these back home? I don't think I can teleport objects. I can only teleport people.
if I'm holding everything,
Yeah, but I can't guarantee a safe landing. Like sometimes you land on your face and your stuffs might break.
I know I hate portals, but isn't the teleportation circle safe?
Make a history check if you remember where it is.
We passed it like 5 times because we went by the dwarves.
Yeah, but we have
Right.
to use it from this city, right?
Or
Okay,
you
good check.
draw it with shock, infused with.
The thing is, I don't think I have teleportation circle. I only have teleport.
Oh,
Make a history check first. See what you know.
him.
Damn, 22.
No, flip. Then yeah, you remember. There's a teleportation circle inside the citadel. You remember the fancy girl teleported you to hide.
Yeah, I know that, but that
So you could
will
take
bring
that.
us to the problem of her asking where Shadow Song is.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh right. Oh right.
And there's also
Yeah,
gold
yeah.
involved in using a teleportation circle.
Yeah, we kind of broke.
Yeah, we
Uh,
kind of broke right now.
how much was it for her to use the teleportation circle last
Depending
time?
on the distance, but last time it was about 7.5, 15 gold per person, I believe, to teleport back to Heinfeld. If I recall correctly.
Heinfeld was pretty far.
Yeah.
2 to 3 weeks travel, yeah.
Now it's just like 2 days.
2 days, yeah.
It's like 7 times less expensive.
Half a week.
I mean, it's like
2 days on horse.
so that would be
Oh
like
yeah, we did have a horse.
yeah. So that would be like 5 gold each then. If
Somewhere around that ballpark. 5 to 10. Maybe
Yeah.
definitely less than 10.
how much money do you have left, Trigus?
Yeah, 16.
Okay. So I have 10, so we could pay for the 3 of us.
Okay. So, what's the plan? To the teleportation circle?
I think we're done in this city, and we need to go back to your estate
Right.
to
And
give.
then we can scry.
Yes, you can start your ritual things, and I can go in my garden, take an apprentice, and make sure they never fuck up because I have 1 plant of each and no duplicates.
Okay. Teleportation circle it is.
Friggis, you're back?
What do you
Hello?
mean? What do you mean? I'm always
Uh,
here.
I'm at Lisbeth, sorry.
I don't think she's
I'm-
back yet.
Yeah.
She'll
Well,
just go
let's,
along. I'm sure she's happy with her armor.
Yeah. She's
No,
fully
you-
decked out, full hero gear.
Ragnar,
Legendary
you-
shield, legendary armor,
Yeah. You are making-
lightsaber.
Yeah. Ragnar, you aren't making any sense. I was just talking to you like a second ago. Now you're asking if I'm gone?
What?
You're
Ragnar,
distracted
you're,
with you're distracted
you're
with the
not
effects and the gleam of the armor.
Yeah. Like
you're
You
not
I
notice
making
started.
that
senses.
there is a
I,
lot of people who are gathering around Lisbeth, just observing the beauty of the armor,
I
like a
was trying.
celebrity.
I was trying to look away from the armor and saw a food vendor. I just got angry because of the mixture.
The
That
light.
Munchies, yeah,
oh
the munchies.
yeah, the munches. Sorry, Fergus. What were you saying?
Let's go. Teleportation circle.
Yeah, you're good with magic.
Citadel.
You know what to do. You're smart.
Yeah, but you have to be there, or else you don't teleport.
Yeah.
Ragnar.
Uh,
Hello.
yeah. Let me breathe, please. I need a bit of rest. I'm gonna try to take a short rest before the teleport. That way I can apply my strength mutagen because I will need to carry everything.
No problem. Now the guy
It's-
on the back of the wagon goes, "Yo, what's the plan? You've taken more than 30
Citadel.
minutes.
To the Citadel, and I don't think it's been longer than 30 minutes. He's
It's almost and he's starting to complain. Almost more than 30 minutes.
Can you just like chill?
Can you like chill, bro?
I'm imagining Ragnar saying what he said, and it blows my mind.
Can you like chill, bro?
Chill. And then he actually spanks Fridges on the side of the arm. Not enough to deal damage, but like as if it's a parent telling a child to calm down. Consider yourself spanked, Nugget. Give me a piece of silver, at least.
Okay, a piece of silver, right? A piece of silver. I give him a silver coin.
Wait, I realize we're streaming. Just to make clear, it's Nugget. That's what I said, okay? I said Nugget.
It's too late. You got cancelled that Asians are scared of black people.
Not the other thing, right?
Oh, man.
yeah,
Yeah. All right.
I give him a silver coin.
All right. You get paid for a silver coin. You pay him a silver coin. The wagon begins to move past, and you hear all these armor and pots inside going to move around the wagon until eventually you go onto the western entrance, which is the widest, which allows a carriage to go in. And as you arrive, you're at the legislative area on the first floor, judiciary area. And people are filing away paperwork. You see some random hoodlums being put away. The elevator that goes up and underground are actively in use. People are staring at you as you offload your wagon onto the main entrance, but generally you can make your way up to the third. If you remember, the first floor is the judiciary, underground prison, merchant, priest, scholar, and then the earl on the fifth. Nobody's ever been on the fifth.
So the
Biggest
teleportation.
go in advance. I'm gonna carry stuff.
I see.
And basically I'm like in the process of like putting everything in bags, and yeah. By the end of it, I'm like huge backpack in front, like a
Wooden
normal big bag we got
crates.
from the twins, like
Uh-huh.
full, like in front of me, and that way I can carry both plates of plants, one in each hand.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm ready. Just
Which floor is the teleportation circle? Third
You remember
floor?
it was actually on the priest's. Yeah.
On the priest, right?
The priest had a door that opened up to this weird place, and this old man was inspecting it. There was also a teleportation circle there. Or there was one more. No, actually, it was here. Yeah, it was here.
Instead of taking the elevator before I enter the building, I'm gonna use the cloak to fly up to the third floor and enter through the window.
Oh wow! All right. The guards begin to look at you, and they have their glaives on, like a halberds on. They just, and then they realize it's just you, and they just go back to their guard. You're kind of well known in the area already for defeating the priest, so it's not like you're strangers. And you've got
wow.
this. You got a window on the side, partially ajar. You can slip through it, and you arrive back into the third floor. There's this door from the priest from before. And it wasn't actually a giant door. It was a giant posture of a door, but it never really opened. It just opened a portal. From there, you could see that there's multiple lines of arcane written words around it, as if somebody had studied it. Almost like those police from the 90s where they have like a pin on photo and pin on photo and red lines. It's almost like that, but with arcane symbols instead. But nobody's here.
Okay. Alright, let's get to work. Ugh. I am going to inspect the circle and program it so that it teleports to our circle.
Okay. Yeah, you remember your sequence of jewel stones, and it's not that expensive. After a quick observation, you assume about 6 gold piece per.
6 gold piece per person?
That's right.
Damn.
It's an airplane flight. Bangkok to Chiang Mai.
Can I want to look out the window and do I see Ragnarok and Lisbeth?
Lisbeth's
From
by
the
the
view?
wagon. Ragnar is on the first floor, so you wouldn't see him from here.
Okay, I'm going to cast message to Ragnarok and they're going to say, I need 2 more gold for the teleporting
Not to
circle.
be a stickler, you can't message Ragnar because he's not within sight. But you
He's
can
not
message
within
Lisbeth.
sight?
He's inside.
Oh yeah, he's inside.
It,
Oh yeah, he's inside.
Oh yeah, there's
okay.
layers. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast. I'm going to message Lisbeth then. Yeah, I thought Lisbeth was inside, so I didn't message it.
No, Lisbeth's the one outside. Guards are
Okay.
admiring her armor.
Okay,
Yeah.
because
Huh?
she's
What?
my first
What?
choice, but I thought I can see her.
Sorry,
I'm
did you
going to
call me?
message. Yeah, I'm going to cast message at Lisbeth and says, I need 2 more gold for the teleportation circle.
I look around me. Is it safe to leave?
Yeah, pretty
There,
much.
there's someone looking after the item, right? The driver is still with us?
Well, you're by the Citadel now. Ragnar's offloaded everything. The guy's
Okay.
been paid. He's just waiting for you to hop off.
Okay, cool.
All the guards in the area with their halberds are looking at you, just admiring your armor. And some of them give weird looks, and you hear a whisper off to the side, "Is that the?" And then you assume like they're talking about the Earl's old armor.
The O's tagging a cab.
And also staring at himself. Okay, yeah, I get down and I go after to where Fridges is and hands her 2 gold coins.
Okay, all right. So, for brevity's sake, we'll say Ragnar and Lisbeth go up the elevator and arrive on the 3rd floor onto the priest's floor that's currently been abandoned. And you see Frid just by the side of it, adjusting a teleportation circle back into Shadow Song Valley.
I remember correctly, there's like a bowl that you put your gold in.
That's right. Yeah. Onto the right side of the teleportation circle, there's a pedestal, and it has like a bowl erect onto the floor, and you drop your offerings there for the law of equivalent exchange.
Oh no! My arm! No!
The coins serve as a catalyst, so it doesn't happen.
Yeah, as I went to.
Oh.
Oh.
What you're saying is that we could do it with no components.
And you will die, guaranteed.
As I went to place my offerings onto the bowl, I turned towards both of them, and then I say, I have 2 silver left.
Yeah.
Yes, it's been a very expensive day for us. Even
It
if
is.
we left home with 4 huge diamonds.
Well,
Anyway, let's go.
it was worth it, I say, with
It was very
looking at
Yeah.
Lisbeth like that.
You're so shiny. I don't know if you
Yeah.
can see it, but you're so shiny right now. Anyway, let's go. I activate the teleportation circle.
How
That
much does it cost each time again?
6 for this one.
Okay.
So you pay a total of 18 gold pieces. The 18 gold pieces begin to shine up and get absorbed off into the marble stone, and you see sparkles of like dust, arcane dust, appearing off to the pedestal. And for around you, this constellation of stars appear, and you feel your body getting deconstructed and reconstructed at the same time. It's not a pleasant process, but this isn't your first time, so you're kind of used to it. And you've grown accustomed to it. You don't experience portal sickness or anything like that anymore. And you reapparate shortly after what feels like getting pulled 1,000 kilometers apart. You feel like a hyperspace drive. You feel your area going, and then you see the surroundings of your Shadow Song estate in the teleportation circle above the Mine of the Dwarves. Everything here looks great. Time now is about 3 p.m. People don't even know you're here. There's a loud but it's not like an announcement that, oh, somebody used the circle.
Okay.
Whoa.
I'm just staring.
Well, that
Oh, the
went
stars
well.
are so beautiful.
They
I still,
disappear after a while.
I still see the space pirates.
I asked Regis, like, I assumed that went well, right? You've gotten the hang of it?
Yeah, that went well. I mean, look at it. There's stars everywhere. Isn't it
Okay.
beautiful?
Okay, Regis, the stars are gone.
Hey, what are you
They're still
saying?
here.
Oh no! No, they're both high.
Ah, oh. Ah, oh. Okay. Okay, the stars aren't here
Yes,
anymore.
alright.
There's just stones, but I think
Okay.
Ragnarok is still seeing stars. I don't know what's wrong about him today. Like, he was fine earlier, but then after he met with the third herb guy, he's kinda...
Your sentence gets cut off as suddenly the door in front of you just goes, and you see Lester going, "Who calls me?" He has
Oh.
the axe in hand, and he's just checking who put through the circle, and he has like his arms extended with Lisbeth's axe. No, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were here.
No, we just got back. Yeah, used the thing. It's
Hi,
working now.
Lester.
You guys haven't been gone that long. I mean, I thought you guys would take a lot longer than that, but I'm glad you're back.
We unlocked something along the lines of fast traveling.
Yeah,
Mm.
and things went rather smoothly. So we've got that.
Glad to hear that it did, although, are you sure it went as smooth as you thought it did? And then he points his axe head towards Ragnar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think a little
Yeah.
sleep will do him good. I mean, we did have a long stint of working without rest before this, so yeah.
Honestly, he looks kinda happy now for
Yeah,
some
just
reason.
assume he's relaxing.
Yeah.
Alright.
Wait, first of all, guys, I'm still here. I can hear you. Also, yes, I do. I can't feel my knees. It's wonderful.
Okay.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, you have joint pain. I remember.
Why can't you feel your knees? What's wrong?
Do you
Oh,
want
What's
to
I've
with-
feel
heard
your
of
knees?
portal sickness before. Is this? He's not gonna throw up, is he?
Now, first, please, someone help me offload everything I have, as I'm still on mule mode with like both hands.
He puts the axe down and grabs a few from you.
Thank you. Lester, do we have anyone with a green thumb, or maybe the orcs guy? Maybe have a student shaman or something, gardeners?
I mean, we've grown out a farm. We have quite a few capable farmers.
Not who's a capable farmer and can be precise.
Precise. You mean like more like those?
I just
Right.
pointed the like of the 17 plants that he just helped me put on the side.
Oh, right.
None of those are to die.
Well, there was one of those new travelers who came in from Legatimo. Uh, he says he's worked on these intricate plants from far away. He says he forms them, helps them grow. I believe they call it a banzai, something along those lines. But one person from Legatimo is good with plants, or at least he says so. So I can direct you
I
towards
didn't
that direction.
understood what you said. Let's get him to an interview right now.
Yeah, I'll look for him. I'll have him pass by around dinner.
Thank you.
Yeah, send them
Oh yeah,
to the
dinner. I'm
main
hungry.
house.
You're lucky. The cook just put up a new soup kitchen right there, like new soup for the kitchen. I believe it's potatoes tonight.
Yes,
Isn't it
Yeah.
always
always.
potatoes?
Sometimes it's carrots or beet. Potatoes my personal favorite. Goes down,
Oh, very
mashes
good.
down quite nicely. Or corn.
Very good.
Well,
Yes, please go on and find the person from
all
Legatimo.
right. But where would you like me to put these?
I look too.
I what's it? For now, let's go. Just I'm gonna handle them. They're expensive, hard to get. Let's leave them here. I'm gonna offload the rest of my backpacks. Come back, and we'll do that together with the new guy.
All right, all right. I'll go look for him then. He goes out and just looks for the guy. Takes the axe with him. What does the
On
rest of you
that,
do?
I'll look at some things that he has yet to unload. I grab my crystal ball, and then well, I'll be right back. Then, and I run to my office, and then all right,
Kinda sus, but all right.
all
Whoa.
right. I
Okay.
pay a good amount of fortune on this.
Hmm.
I'll cast scrying to hoping that I would learn more
You gotta
about.
pick
Scry
a
Enduro.
creature that you remember. Uh, you
Place.
or
Place.
place.
Yeah,
You can blind cast this for an arcane check that's relatively high in
oh,
gathering information that you're interested in.
yeah, but I guess I have to blind cast this because there are no proofs. There are no. Yeah,
Unless you have a specific lead in mind you want to follow.
I don't have any though. Like there aren't any traces to follow, so I'm just gonna. I think I'm gonna cast this blindly, holding the gem in my hand and hoping that somehow it kind of calls to each other.
Okay, so you're gonna try and scry other gems in the area, or at least within the. You're gonna search for another gem, Sauron style.
Yeah, like
Okay.
oh yeah, this is the plant here.
Yeah. We could do that, but that
Yeah,
that is usually outside the level scrying, but scrying is kind of useless on its own. So you can do this with an arcane check. It's a relatively high one.
arcane. Do I have
Mhm.
to cast this first?
You would cast the spell first and
Okay,
arcane check at the same time. If it fails, you don't really do anything that you use up the spell slot.
22.
All right. Oh, frick. Okay. I was gonna say high like 19, but 22. All right then. Okay. You go towards your room. You hold onto a crystal, a black crystal onto your hand, and you start to cast scrying. It takes you a while, and while you're doing it, the other party members are sort of doing their own thing. Uh, the Lester comes back, and as he comes back, he goes towards you, and you find a a person who is exotically dressed. And the first one was immodestly dressed, like he just wasn't wearing enough clothes. And this one wears beautiful uh silk woven exotic looks of clothing. And he's dark skinned, has no hair, a bit of a goatee, big earrings off onto the side. And he looks at you and Lester looks at you and he says, "So this is the guy that says he's been good at growing plants."
Hello, my name is Ragnok. I'm Are you looking for a job as a exclusive expert gardener?
Yeah, man, whatever you have me do.
Good. Take one of the caskets. Take the other, and we'll start to look around for the best spot to put a greenhouse in.
Yeah, all right,
think
we can do that.
you
And he
can.
grabs a couple of the plants and tries to follow you.
Why don't
He's
you
not
try?
black, but he's darker brown than me, but he's not black.
Why don't you try asking him something about the plants to see at least where you stand with him?
I'm I'm gonna do it. I'm just gonna start if he has his basics right. If he chooses a place where the sun
Ah,
won't have access, then I already know he's bad.
I see. Well, good plan.
Yes.
Good luck.
You can fake experience with books about the plants, but you can't fake your
Practical
expertise
thing.
in
Practical.
practice.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
I actually forgot, but it's fine.
Okay.
DM, I don't have to attune this plate,
No,
right?
it's not an attunement.
Wow.
Sick.
I know.
Looking at it,
Sick.
looking at it, after wearing it for a while, it's not even a magical one. It's just really, 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 really well made. And the steel is made out of immune to tempering after a while. Of course, it was tempered at some point because it was shaped, but after that, they did some type of process that was almost magic, but it's more science, really.
Wow. Well,
Science.
It's not a nerf, it's practically unbreakable
yeah.
at that point.
I mean, if my legendary blade didn't leave a mark, it's
Yeah, exactly. Armor fit for a king. Not even a joke. It was
It was worn by a general, wasn't it?
the
The
Earl of
Earl,
Newcrest
sorry.
The
Hill, yeah.
Earl. Yeah. The
The
Earl's
leader of
taking
the
the cap.
whole of Newcrest Hill.
was
The rumor
basically a
starts
king.
to spread.
Practically a king, yeah. All right. Well, Lisbeth, what about you? Ragnar's taking care of his plants with this new guy, and you are.
I don't actually want to do anything that will change too much things.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, I guess if they are already finished with putting away the stuff, she will just probably go take a walk around and just see how things are really properly while she's wearing her pretty armor.
Okay. Make a then in that case just roll for an investigation check. For Ragnarok, roll a nature check to see how well you can assess this dude's abilities. And you've already done your arcane check for
Right.
yeah, for Scry, yeah, that's
Oh, pretty good.
right.
Fucking
Okay.
old, fucking high old man. 11.
With an 18, you walk around, you take a look. You now know that there are quite a few people here. People from Legatimo, faces that you know of, but don't particularly like talk to, like
Yep.
fair acquaintances, have arrived here. You also see some orcs that are now also working in the area. You see some locals that have been here even before the calamity. Um, there are a lot of new houses that have been structured up, basically just huts and like basically basics. Did you guys hear that?
Yeah.
What the heck was that?
Probably
Yeah,
the
what?
YouTube.
Yeah, it was a YouTube, but why was someone screaming? But anyway, huts that have been placed in with like basic thrashing of wheat. Pretty makeshift, but it's good. It'll last you at least a few months, and a rough count, you meet about 250 people now living inside Shadow
Wow.
Song Valley. You're no longer just a hamlet, you're practically a small village at this point. And
Shadows.
Lester's been running everything pretty well. There are a lot of children. You counted about 25 running towards you, playing with you, touching your armor. Uh, Pretty diverse because of all the people that have been coming from different areas. You even spot one Tarugan child, and it didn't speak common, spoke pretty much Tarugan. Nobody of the other kids understood, but they played together anyway. For Ragnar, you go towards the area, and then he explains to you, I think we should put this near the windmill, man. That will provide enough of the coverage from the sun, but also help it grow when the water is close. There used to be some burrows over here. I think it was from creatures of some sort, but now I think we can use it to create a soft covering form for these plants. I can grow it for you. I do not think there is any risk of me not capturing any of them. They will flourish. I guarantee it. And with an
Answers.
11, you think you think he knows the stuff?
Okay.
Like
Huh.
you know these things for sure, but with the amount of distraction you got, and also since you're high, you kind of like, yeah.
Good answer. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I'm gonna help him set up, and I'm not gonna decide. He's gonna decide,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna fake it off as I'm judging him still.
Okay. All right.
Probation.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not bad. I just want you to show me how you would do it.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. It's like bosses at work.
Yeah, I know how to do it. I won't be
Do
doing it.
you
So
know how
show
to
me.
do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And with this, Frigis goes towards the room, and as you're here, you start scrying into the orb that you have, and it takes you a while before you could actually find any connection. You found a hard time trying to make a sense of anything that you're currently looking at. It's not a particular creature or a target or a location, so it was a very difficult casting process for you to ascertain any form of a connection. However, after a while, your mind is dark. You have a crystal ball in front of you, and you feel like your vision just focuses onto it. And you, similar to the portal, you feel like you get hyperspace drived into the world, and you find yourself standing on nothing, absolute darkness. A few stars appear into the area, and they start forming constellations similar to the portal that you had currently. But this time, it shows you an image of a chest. Uh, a chest isn't like a chest box, not a chest of a human being.
I know.
Yeah. Just to clarify, it might be like a pantheon armor. It shows you an image of a chest, and it's quite intricate, although it's hard to make out details because it's not really the item that you're visioning. It's more like a line of constellations forming you a vague picture. But you feel yourself getting drawn towards it. It's quite far from you. It's about a good 200 feet away. And then you feel it coming closer towards you, but also you feel your body get pushed towards in. From here, it just floats 3 feet above the ground, just floating in front of you. A little vague. A vague image of this box that you've never seen before. Until eventually, the ground beneath you begin to form into a concrete pile. You see these concrete blocks fall one by one, and it slowly starts to build around you. At the very edge of it, you see grass beginning to grow, and you see pieces of planks flying from every direction, forming buildings and houses nearby you. It's kind of hard to see what's going on here, but make a history check with advantage on this one.
There's a chest, then there's a house. Yeah, nice. 28.
Oh, frick. Okay. With this, you see houses being formed off onto the side, and they're somewhat familiar to you, although you can't quite place exactly what you remember. Until eventually, the concrete floors begin to form out, the grass begins to grow at a distance, and towards your north, past this chest, you begin to see some type of plant falling and forming a field. You begin to realize these are windwheel asters, and you've seen some of these in the village of Heinfell. Towards the left of you, you see more planks of wood and concrete and stone begin to form up slowly, while simultaneously, golden fields of wheat begin to grow off onto the side. The windmill gets built, it begins to spin. Behind you, even more stone, the mansion of Heinfeld begins to get built as well. You begin to wonder why you're here, until eventually all these structures begin to burn and burst off into flames. You see a lot of people running around wearing the jackal symbol. You see the image of the whole city of Heinfeld getting ransacked all over again. Until eventually, you hear the sound of one of the jackals scream from an alleyway. And you find yourself, Enduro, Brackmar, and Lisbeth fighting off a couple of the jackals off into the distant street. And you begin to realize this is a vision of something that you've already experienced. Except now it's in third person.
Can I interrupt a bit? I don't
Go ahead
think
and try.
I don't think I've been fighting the jackals. I went to the Highfield after they fight. So I don't think I've never been there in the first place. I joined after the
Oh.
jackals.
And you fought one on the way in. I remember you did from the city
Oh.
gates.
Okay.
And you find an image of Enderil, a white gray-haired man, and Brackmar and Lisbeth fighting off these people in the inside. It's sort of a weird experience for you, and you begin to try and scream out of instinct without even thinking, but you realize you have no voice. Until eventually everything gets washed away, almost like sand in a desert, the whole image begins to fade. And you find yourself inside a room. In this room, you find all these strangers, Enderil, Brackmar, Lisbeth, and a white gray-haired man, with Lisbeth wearing a hat that looks like it's meant for a captain. And you find one strange individual, one that you've never seen before. He's wearing very colorful clothing. He has a flintlock pistol on the one hand and a saber on the other. And you see him pointing his sword about as he's cornered off into a wall. He stands on a bed, a relatively fancy one, the princess kind with the sheets off onto the corner. And out of desperation, he begins to shout something, but there's very little voice. And he opens a box, same one that you've seen before this,
Oh, damn.
and it releases two spirits. Conflict arises, but eventually they're able to defeat him. And the two spirits drag this one stranger back into the box. And then your image fades. You realize that the box is actually with you here inside Shadow Song Valley. Just stored, safely kept, unnoticed, but with you the entire time. The vision begins to fade. You hear the sound of people going from the outside as you see Lisbeth by the window coming around. Some children are playing around her. Your scrying ends. That's all you remember.
The box! The box with the spirit! Lisbeth! Lisbeth!
Elizabeth is busy planning how to school these children. Playtime's over.
I open the window and then I fly over. I fly over the instant. Lisbeth!
What? What? Did
figured
something
it out.
happen?
I figured it out. I figured it out. Do you remember? Long time ago when we first met, and then there's like this box with spirits in them. Where is it? Where is it now? It's here somewhere, but where is it now?
Elizabeth is like blinking like do I remember where it is?
Out of character, I do believe it's with actually Ragnar. It's in his room. It was
No,
always alongside the silver powder, I believe.
Is it?
No, there's.
Just-
I have the chest which gets you
it's
to
a
another
cave.
dimension. The
Oh, right.
the box of death.
Mhm.
Ragnar never heard of it.
Okay, sure.
I think it might have. This is also out of character, but I think it's either with Enderil or
Brackma.
Enderill's room.
Brackmore.
Yeah.
Enderill's room.
I say that I don't quite remember, but it might be in Andrea's possession. I will try and look in her room for you.
Go, let's go right now. Let's go right now.
Oh, okay.
You guys begin to rush into the room. Ragnar, you're quite far
I-
away, but you see Lisbeth running
Yeah.
into the house, and it's not that hard. She's really a bright spot inside your village. And you see her run the house,
yeah.
but you're finishing your nature stuff.
Well,
Go
wait,
ahead, Lisbeth.
We get to
before I
chill.
go in, I will knock the door and say, Enderil, I'm sorry, I'm coming in.
Okay.
Oh yeah, we've never entered her room, huh?
First time you enter her room without her permission, it still smells like her. It smells wonderful. It smells like lilac, and you can see that she was a bit of a klutz. You see, like her undergarments just snapped off onto a side, her hat into a corner, a couple of bottles of perfume on top of dresser. One of it spilled and now beginning to drip onto the counter. But you do find that on her dresser, there is like 3 journals, a couple of extra strings for her lute, and a chest right next to it. It's not the chest that you had that you're looking for. The chest you're looking for is about the size of a laptop. The chest that's right next to her desk is about like a big one. It's enough to fit the foot of a bed.
Okay.
The Minecraft size one.
Yeah. Just singular one, not the double. double. What do you do?
So I guess I try to look inside the big box or under her bed or inside her cupboard.
Okay. You look under
Damn
her
girl,
bed.
you live like this?
As you look under her bed, you find like multiple silk cloths just scattered about, and you also see like one of the hat feathers, just plumes of the feather just scattered off onto the floor as well. Lots of torn paper with what looks like songs that she was supposed to write, but a lot of it is just scratched out. You go towards the chest and you find that it needs a key. One that is not under the bed or on the chest. You eventually go towards the dresser and you find a partially open journal, and underneath it is the key. But make a perception check really quickly.
Ah, hang
I'll
on.
do so as well.
Yeah, go ahead.
1.
Nice.
Hang
You're
on.
too focused on the chest. You
Fuck.
don't even realize. Natural one, both of you.
Hey guys, what's happening?
You begin to hear a clink, clink, clink. The dresser falls onto the floor.
Ah!
As it falls, all the bottles of perfume begin to spurt off into the
No!
ground, creates this plethora of like floral scents just mixed into the room.
Before it falls down to the ground, can I cast Bigby's hand to intercept it?
Okay, yeah, I'll allow it. As it comes down, you're able to grab. You're able. Shut up, Siri. Siri, shut up. You try to grab the cabinet, and it saves the whole thing and the mirror behind it from falling. But even the perfume continues to still fall
Oh
and
no!
still crashes
No.
into the area.
Oh
And the
no!
smell fills the room. It's nostalgic as it smells like Endero, but it's way too strong to be comfortable. But it's nowhere hazardous. It's just too strong. You're able to put back the drawer, and as you put back the drawer, the Bigby's hand disappears, and from there you see the journal, 2 of them, partially sprawled open, and behind it is a key. Your eyes go towards the pages, and you find that one is a songbook singing about her great return. Classic Enderal will be the ruler of Goldenvale, the #1 celebrity. But at the bottom
Viva la
side,
vida.
Viva la vida. Yeah. You saw at the bottom like stories about her family, how she wishes them well and they're still looking for them, and I hope they're all okay, as she will eventually find a way back into Taruga, especially after Turok is taken care of. On the other hand, you find a more personal journal, and it talks about her adventures with all of you. And at the beginning, she says like, all these slaves will be under me. They're just a means to an end, especially the orc. Absolutely useless to me, but you know, he's muscle, so I'll deal with him. And then this elf girl, very naive but pretty. Maybe I can make her something, but she seems absolutely useless as well.
Bruh.
I'll try and take care of her, but if she's in my way, I will throw her in the mud myself. And Lisbeth at the bottom, she says, keeps quiet. I don't care much.
Bruh.
Towards the end of the pages, you do find that I've grown accustomed to them, and I love that they're here. I'll never tell them this. I'll die first, but I do consider them quite close compatriots, and I hope we spend a lot of time together. Underneath that, you find a key. You find the key, opens a chest. Inside the chest, it opens. You find that she's been secretly keeping a lot of gold to herself. You
Wow.
find a
Jaw drop.
pouch of 50 platinum just by herself.
Is there
The
anything else in the chest other than the platinums?
The smaller chest, a lute, a violin, and a flute.
Okay, I think.
And underneath all of those,
Hmm?
extremely fancy lingerie.
I take out the small box, I close the big box.
All right.
And ignore the fact that we just got more money than what your armor cost.
We-
That was everything we had.
Ragnarok, we just broke all of her perfumes. We can't take her money.
Then Ragnar came up smelling all the fumes. So you're in
Yeah.
the room now too.
Like he saw Frigus like breaking furniture again. Just got hit by the smell and just got a headache. Turned around, left.
Not my fault. It falls on its own.
You still almost broke the house once.
That's an emergency situation. I almost burned alive. We almost got burned alive.
Except Ragnar, no spells.
Yeah.
All right.
So the box, the
here-
small box we found is the box we were looking for, right?
Yes, intricately laced, a
Okay.
mixture of purple, red, and gold. As you hold it, it seems quite cold. Almost like an ice cube. It fits right about, it's the size about my PLA, like this. It's about that size. Except square or rectangular.
So it's there. It's in that box. I've seen it. I saw it.
Okay. What do you do?
Guess
Lisbeth.
we take the box down. Should we bring it outside at least?
Yeah, I think. But do you remember what happened the last time you guys opened it? Spirits?
Yeah.
Bad spirits?
Ooh, it wasn't a very pleasant experience, to be honest. It was quite frightening. Um,
I also saw a vision of someone getting
yeah,
souls.
we killed a man and he got dragged in there. I think it's probably a interdimensional portal inside as well.
Oh no.
I don't really know. I honestly wait, DM, did we get I think we had an information. I'm trying to look through the notes. And a woman said an old woman was it said something about the box.
Does anyone remember?
I think I do, but I'm not that person anymore.
Go ahead, share what you remember anyway for
Yeah.
consistency.
It was before Maria.
The person that stole opened it had his soul
Yep,
sucked into
Mavidian.
it at the end.
Yep. I mean, I believe we showed the box to someone.
No, there was just an old lady
Yeah.
that you passed by, and I believe it was in Big T in Heinfeld as well. And she told you that the box reeks of death,
Oh, okay.
and she warned you to be very careful about it because one of you is linked towards the box.
Alright, so I will tell that to Frigus.
One of us is linked to the box.
No, I mean, I'm sure she meant me, Brakmar, and Enderal. At that time, Frigus wasn't around, right?
No.
Yeah. Well, Brakmar is not here. Enderal is also not here. I don't think I have
He's
anything
here.
to do with this.
Brakmar is in the village, right?
Yes, but you know, he's not
He's
here
here
with
now.
the
Oh,
box.
well,
Yeah.
he said that they dealt something, but he's on his way.
Oh, he's coming?
Should be.
All right, right. We did tell him to move. Yeah. But yeah,
The other
apparently
orcs
one
are
of
already here.
us is connected to it, but we do not know. Um,
So what does she
We
mean by
were told to
connected?
destroy this box somehow. We were bringing it to the clerics of the High Templar in the east. We did not do that. We were told that they'll be able to dispel the black magic on the stone and the shadow. But we did not do
Templar
that,
of
right?
the East?
Man, that was a
Templar?
year ago.
Yeah.
But yeah.
11/5/21. A year and a half.
Yeah.
Damn!
That's where Brakma was full badass, fighting 18 guys with no armor on.
Now I remember.
Templar
You
of
guys
the
do.
East? Have we just heard of this name before?
Make a history check, maybe. I think this is also Ragnar's first time hearing it, so you can also make a history.
Oh no, two.
I
12.
went back to the garden after getting hit by the
Okay.
smell.
Okay, they went down. Did you hear anything of it or not anymore?
Yeah,
No.
we were bringing it outside.
I mean,
He still left.
they were dealing with something I haven't seen before.
Mhm.
Like, I'm guessing it's a magic item with the Frigis reaction. Like, I don't think I'm gonna help. Plus, I'm high.
Yeah.
Plus, of the senses I have left, the smell is the strongest, so
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
instant headache. I just
Mhm.
left, and they didn't call for me back when I was leaving. So
Yeah, sure. So it's just
As far-
Lisbeth and Frigis inside then. What do you guys do?
Yeah, 12 for a history check.
Okay. And Lisbeth can also roll one regarding or religion, whichever is higher for you, since they're Templars.
Forest of the East.
Oh damn, it's almost a nat.
Oh, 19.
I mean, it's better than me though.
You've heard stories of you've stirred stories, at least for just you've heard stories about certain ethnic groups that have lived off far, far away from civilization and have focused on a life of solitude, similar to monks and Buddhist monks. For Lisbeth, you're more aware about this, and these are people who live past the Valinar elves and the Elenar elves, the magic elves and the warrior elves, way past their forest, even way past where Phrygia used to live. And from there, they live in an island just shortly away from the east. We'll say they were west because I must have making a mistake when
Yeah.
giving you directions here. West.
Yeah.
Okay.
Templars in the west, and they're past the elves, and about 2 hours away, boat on a small little island where they live secluded in a temple. You know that they've distanced themselves from life, solely focusing on understanding the balance of life and the weave. Pretty much everyone doesn't really bother with them. It's hard to live to get them. They mostly eat fish. They probably grow some things, but that's all you've heard of them.
How
They're not famous by any means.
do I know how difficult is it to get to them?
You'd have to pass the Valinar elves and the Eladar, so if you're lucky, you can travel through it without getting into trouble. But
Okay.
if you do, it's a very difficult place because two types of elves are fighting. The
All right.
martial elves that focus on saying fighting is the real future, and
Song-
those who are
Blade
traditionalists with
song?
magic,
Like Blade Song, like
Yeah.
our elf?
which is pretty close to the history of Phrygia, you realize, and you've never asked her about it.
I looked to Frigis and I said like they live past the magic elves and the warrior elves domain. Uh we would have to cross that.
They live past the Val Valley forest.
Yeah, Valveli and
Yes.
Scarsana. Yeah.
Are you acquainted with the
yes.
area?
Oh yeah, I'm from there.
Oh,
The
good.
the woods, not the not the temple itself, but you do not
Rosanna, yeah.
recognize, but you don't remember how you don't know how to get to them, right?
I mean, if you show me a map, we probably can figure out. I mean, probably.
I have an idea to propose, but I don't like the idea itself. Maybe I should go home and dig around. Maybe because they live relatively near, maybe there's a more information regarding this group of secluding monks.
You're not gonna leave us as well, are you?
No. I I'm saying that maybe we should go together.
Okay. Yes. I think I would like that.
I'm not gonna leave.
Hold on. Wait, a man who. Okay, yeah. I guess we can probably tell Ragnar about this. I mean, Bragmar too. He's probably gonna be here eventually. We did tell him to move.
When he got here?
I shrug. I will send him a sending later and ask if he's fine.
Because it's been months.
Not
Months
really.
by now.
Just weeks.
We teleported a lot.
It has only been weeks since we met him in the swamp.
I think
Remember?
3 weeks to
Really?
be exact, only like almost 2.5 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, hell felt like an eternity.
It's been it felt like forever.
Half a year for us.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
All right.
Yeah, maybe if they can cleanse the box, but then maybe we can probably get the gem out without getting our soul stuck inside the box itself.
Yes, probably.
I think this is a solid chance. We got ourselves a lead.
Yes, it is. From something from very way back. Ah,
Oh my.
And
those
we're
were the
back to
days.
Heinfeld, trek again
I-
to the west.
I still don't like the idea of going back to my family though.
We'll be there for you. If there's anything you want us to know beforehand, you could slowly let us know. We'll try to
Oh
look out
yeah,
for you.
I kind of run away from home to study here at
Okay.
Hillcrest Hill without telling them any words because they are quite conservative and
What's wrong with studying?
it gets in their way of beliefs and it doesn't mesh, it doesn't clash well, and so I just left.
Hmm. That
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear
That's
that.
why I have that's why I have like a shitload of student loans to pay.
Ah, how much do you have to pay a month?
He's
Oh,
paid it off.
I paid it
Okay.
off already, but
Oh,
before then, like
It was
it
close to
was rough.
600 gold, wasn't it? Like before the conversion
Yeah,
of the gold
not
pieces.
to
yeah.
mention the collateral fees because I set the dorm on fire once.
oh, well, the dorm is gone now, so it's not your fault
Everything's
anymore.
gone.
You know, if you waited until after the cataclysmic event, you wouldn't have had to pay them off.
Mm,
Pain.
I could have saved money.
All right,
It's
so while you're there,
alright.
you're discussing your boxes.
Mm.
An hour begins to pass, and on the outside, Ragnar, you're dealing with your plants, and eventually, what he ends up doing is he creates this fenced in by wire a fence, and it's almost like a farm plot, except he doesn't take them off the pots currently, and he explains to you that they are currently too weak for me to take out and put into wild soil. So what we will do now is wait for a couple of days until they grow stronger roots, and we plant them onto this loam. Currently, this old burrow will serve as great soft soil for them to cultivate and be rich. And he just goes into this whole nonsense. I don't know anything about plants, but he does. And
Are you sure you want to put them directly into the ground. I was thinking about excavating some, putting them in a huge pot, and then plotting them there. That way, nothing from under could take them.
That is also possible if you have a pot that big. I've dealt some past the Orient before. There was this, uh, called bowl of kalawakasan. I forgot what it's called in normal names, but basically, it's a very big pot, enough to fill a tree, and then you can help it grow. Something along those lines, yes.
So either that, or we could ask dwarves to just take rock, excavate a rectangle out of it, and call it a call it call it a pot.
It would be better if they could create it out of copper.
Copper. We have copper left.
Copper at the copper near the loam soil underneath will create this beautiful rich nutrient for
I like zoom out after a while. I give him a piece of my notebook. Write your instructions for the dwarf on it if you think that's the best option. Yeah.
And he raises his hands towards you and says, "I'm sorry, I never learned how to write."
It's fine. Repeat, please. And I'm
he goes,
gonna write all of his instructions and then give him back the paper and tell him to
All right. Yeah, he
basically
does.
pass it on and explain to Lester what he wants tomorrow.
Okay. All right. But for now, do you want to leave the pots here in a wired fence? It's not covered on the roof, but he did create a wire fence using nearby branches on the western side, like thickets, skin branches, piece it together, create rope, that type of thing.
To avoid birds, I'm gonna take a couple of big rocks
Mhm.
and then go to the nearby mill to take like a huge cloth,
Sure. Yeah.
put it on top of it,
Mhm.
and have it held
Mhm.
so it doesn't crush the plants and it
Yeah.
protects it from birds and insects.
So past the wire, so it's almost like a giant blanket.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay. No problem. The only risk here would now be from underground, but you remember you've cleared out that, so there may or may not be. But one
I'm
night.
guessing like we have at least one spare table somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 23 strength right now. I would have made like the moving of this delimiting the area
Mhm.
of that shit. So yeah, we have a table. It's on the table.
Okay. All right. No problem then. Sure.
So
Okay. Yeah. You get one from the mill. There is a lot there.
okay,
Okay.
I do that.
An hour passes even more so, and you, for brevity's sake, I'll say you get tired and you travel back towards the main mansion, and you find that Lisbeth and Virgis are still discussing, and there's this box in the middle of the table. There's this long table in front of you. There's a box, and there's this cauldron that is still stewing over boiled potatoes behind you, and it smells like absolutely nothing. You just hear the sound of boiling water, no scent, no salt, no pepper, no nothing. Just a little starchy scent, a little bit from the potato skins, but generally it's absolutely bland.
Oh
It's
yeah,
okay,
the
the
spies aren't
spices
here
will
yet,
be
huh?
here anytime soon.
A couple of days at least. And you see them
But-
staring intently at this small lockbox that they have in front of them at the table.
No.
Guys, sorry, I have a small headache. Some effects are fading from me. What
effect?
is that thing? No, don't worry about it.
Okay.
What's that box?
This is the fourth gem. But it's inside the box, and whoever opens the box will get their souls sucked inside the box.
Oh, so if you animated invisible servant, could you open it with that? Take it?
Invisible servant?
I mean, yeah, the thing that opens it just needs to have no soul. Then, if I catch your drift, I'm no expert in cursed things.
Can I Arcana check to see if that counts?
You can go ahead and throw Arcana check, but can you repeat that? Sorry, I saw an email and I got distracted.
It's alright. Ragnarok says that maybe if I use maybe like a unseen servant or some kind of scapegoat to open the box instead of myself, would it be okay?
Okay.
Basically, all the info Ragnarok has is
Yeah.
it's
yeah.
inside. You just have to open it, but you need to have no soul, otherwise it gets sucked. So
Yeah,
he
yeah,
just like instinctively say, just make something with no soul, easy.
Make an Arcana check.
21.
Okay,
Oh, with a 21.
29.
Damn!
Wow.
Oh, with a 29. You've
I
looked
am
into this a
aware.
little bit. You looked into this and you've analyzed, you've grown. It's not the first time you've seen it. You've seen it across your travels this whole time. You've had experience with the stones. You see the connection of the weave and interwoven with this. And according to the stories that you've heard about how it's been pulled in, you can have some sense of what the restraints are onto this cursed box. And what you do know is that there are two spirits that are currently inside, and upon someone utilizing the boxes to gain an upper hand for whatever it was, and that's what you've heard that the jackals did do, they claimed the soul as a price. Now, you're not exactly sure if this box uh, has a stone inside, or maybe it's a clue to another area of where you can find a stone or whatever. But you do know there is a connection between these three stones and this box. Now, the restriction is because it's already claimed the soul, you feel that if you were to open it, one of two things would come. One, the three spirits come out, or everyone in your room goes in. But with such a high roll, you're guaranteed that as you open it, you will enter the interdimensional whateverness and get put in there, and you can sort of look inside.
Yep. So he first get explained what happened, then
Mhm.
he like sobers up and give his theory of what he said.
Yeah.
Nope.
I
We're not
I
opening
don't
it
like the idea
anytime
of
soon.
yeah, I don't like that idea. I mean,
Thing is, have you tried identifying the box, like the spell?
no, I have not because
Maybe that will give us more details. Maybe that will precise what happens if you go inside. Maybe you have a way out, because we could get inside, and it's from the looks of it, we need either a gigantic divine dispel, or we need to go inside to get the gem back.
yeah, I'll try identify it with as a ritual.
Okay.
It will take 10 minutes.
Well, for brevity, we'll say you do 10 minutes.
I'm hungry anyway. Let's eat for during the 10 minutes.
Ragnak and Lisbeth begin to eat really bland potatoes, but for Ragnak, it is amazing nevertheless.
Oh, so filling.
That's all it needs to be. You begin to eat. You see Frigis going off to the side, focusing onto the box, and then as she closes her eyes, it opens up. It turns into purple with a trail of smoke off to the side, and you begin to analyze this box, and you know that at least the stone's energy that you have with you generates this black and orange aura. This box generates exactly the same thing. It doesn't mean there's a box inside, it doesn't guarantee it, but it's of the same origin, or at least a very strong connection of it. And you know that it functions very similar to a portable hole, except this seems more advanced and is bigger. But it's not a portal. It just opens you to a small pocket somewhere. And that seems to be where the current three spirits are. Where it goes to, you're not sure. It's not a different plane, technically. It just leads towards this interdimensional pocket.
It leads us to a pocket dimension, not a portal. So maybe there's no way out from the inside.
Oh,
Wait,
you do know from how it works that most, for example, a portable hole, a person who's restrained inside can still attempt to get out as long as they have the sufficient check. So you assume this will have something similar, although because of its size and magnitude, it will be significantly harder, but it's not impossible.
Oh.
So
Oh wait.
we,
The,
did you-
the information. So we can get out, but it will be significantly harder to get out.
Then to get in, yeah.
yes, I see. That's good. Well, did you share the information about the gem aura type you
Yeah,
saw?
yeah, yeah. I share everything.
So it looks like it's indeed inside, and it's in the same plane, and we could get out. That means we need to. If we wanted to attempt it without any more information, we need ourselves to get fully decked out, ready, maybe boost ourselves, go in, find it, which, as you said, will be probably easy as the space will be small, right?
The space will be pretty huge, right?
It's not a big. It's not like the Nine Realms. It's bigger than a portable hole, but how big you don't know. It's definitely not the size of a country. Just
Yeah. It's like from one room to one mansion big.
something closer
Mhm.
to those. May or may not be, but generally bigger than that. Yeah, I mean, generally bigger than a portable hole. So possibly a mansion. Yes.
To find it and then try to escape either through the means that will be accessible to us, or maybe through a teleport. You said it's on the same plane, right? It's just a, a space reserved for that, if I understood correctly. So maybe either banishment or teleport will work.
Does teleport work like that?
Yeah.
If teleport doesn't work, then that means banishment does work.
Oh, that's smart. Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
But technically, it's the same space. So you just like how some people can teleport into a portable hole, you can teleport out of this one,
That means
assuming that your theory is
yes.
correct.
If our theory is correct, and we can assume that there would be a price to get out, we could circumvent that if you reserve yourself to have enough spell slots for one teleport and enough to banish 3 people. You could get out that way with no risk. If everything goes well and we are correct in our theory.
Who are we banishing?
Ourselves.
Yourselves. Because banish takes them to their native
Oh.
plane, right? So if
Yes.
it's not a native, if this hole is not your plane, you can banish yourself to get out to your native plane.
Yeah.
Oh.
If it is your native plane, you can teleport. Assuming that
there's-
your theory and your guess is correct. That's basically where I'm
There's
at.
3 of us, so you need a 6 level spell slot. Target all 3 of us, tell us, we choose to fail the save. You focus for the full 1 minute, and we're back on this plane. And then you can teleport us back to here.
That's your fault for choosing wizard. It's like studying
Ragnarok.
engineering.
Ragnarok, you are
Yes.
so smart.
Yes, my brain just cleared out when you. I don't know.
After the potatoes, it made sense.
Yeah. You should eat too. It's
But that's assuming that your theory is right. But what if
Yes.
it's wrong? What if we can teleport out of it or banish ourselves out of it?
Then we will have the honest way to get out, which is what you just learned through your identify spell,
Yeah, but it would be super hard.
but not impossible.
I love that phrase.
What's the
I don't-
worst that could happen?
I don't like the risk, if I'm being honest. I mean, inside there's 3 ghosts.
Yeah, what? We just beat 6 ghosts last week in the mine. It was 2 days ago.
Similar to those ghosts? I don't know.
Me neither. Lisbeth, you were here when that happened. What did the ghost look like?
I was.
Like,
Uh,
actually, you don't need to history check this one, Lisbeth. You remember what the ghosts look like. They look like shadows.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
one swing
also,
of a light sword, they're gone.
come again?
One hit with the light sword and then that's it.
Yeah. Instantly deleted.
You can explain to Lisbeth if you want.
Oh
No,
yeah, because the sunblade does extra damage to the
And
undead.
yeah.
do I know
That's
that?
what I meant, by the way.
All I know is that it was what
You
do you
said
call
you
it?
attuned to it, so if you attune to it, you should have the full.
You mean the sunblade?
Yeah. You said you attuned to it, so I'm assuming you know what it does.
Mm, hang on. The thing is, when we were fighting that thing, hold on.
You said it
I
was a
think
mob leader, right?
we are talking about the shadow inside the box, right?
Yes.
Yes.
No, because I'm trying to think. I think during that session, because I don't remember much. I think there was one time that I did not come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's fine. I remember. What
yeah,
happened is, it was just a box, and then when the like gang leader of the jackals was
yep.
cornered, he opened it,
Yeah, he opened
and
it and
then
then
for more power, and then you killed him, and instead of just dying, his soul got sucked inside.
yep. But the thing is, I don't know the property of the shadows. Oh, we didn't actually fight the shadows. We fight people here. That's okay.
Yeah.
You
But where
actually
is
turned
the?
undead the shadows. I remember that
Yeah.
quite clearly.
So you know they're weak.
Okay, so I do know that they are undead.
Undead, ghost, fiend, something along those.
Okay, all right. Then yeah, then it would get extra radiant damage from the sunblade. So I will say like I guess we might be able to take it on now.
When you describe what happened, you said that you dealt with them by yourself then. If you dealt with them then, I'm sure you could deal with them again now, right? Kind of strange because I'm giving you the information and acting like you just said that.
Yeah, I'm like I
I
am
know,
also
sorry.
confused. As me, I am also like confused. I like
Yeah.
not. This does not.
Oh my. But
But yeah, it's like the GM said that you turned undead them.
Hmm.
So if you turned undead them then, you're gonna instantly destroy them now. That's Ragnar's logic so far.
I guess
So
that's fair.
if there's things to be worried about, it's how to get out, not the
Yeah.
thing, not the shadows.
not the shadows. But there's still risk about how are we going to get out, because I mean sure we can teleport or banish ourselves out, but what if it doesn't work?
We got out of the known hells. I'm sure that's gonna be easier, right?
We got out the Nine Hills because there's a portal that we can jump out of. This time there
Yes.
aren't any portals that we can jump out. We kind of have to view the exit, if that makes sense.
I guess.
Out of character, can't Lisbeth do extra planar travel now?
I
Like
mean,
plane shift?
I decided not to take plane shift because Fridges was
I mean,
taking it, but I can prepare it, I
yeah.
think.
I mean, we're not gonna go in now. We're gonna fully rest,
Yep.
buff ourselves, and then go. That means if you wanted to, you could have it.
Yes.
I don't remember if we bought the fork or
Oh
so. If
no.
I bring it up, basically, I was in a campaign where we just bought every single attunement fork possible, and I don't remember it's this campaign. And maybe I'm metagaming as shit right now, but I'm confounding campaigns. That's why I'm not sure. Do we have attunement forks in this campaign or not? I don't remember.
No,
Attunement
I
what?
don't think we don't we
We don't.
I don't think we ever have the tuning fork for this campaign.
Okay, I didn't say anything. Forget what I just said.
Yeah, that's
I
the
confirm.
thing. We
I
didn't
was
go
thinking of
by.
something else.
Yeah, well, I've never done with an attunement perk.
yeah, then yeah, I didn't say anything. I
But
ate more potatoes.
it also works with um
He's high again.
item, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
You
damn
were
it,
saying something?
cannot find it. It also works with item that is doesn't have to be the fork, didn't it?
Yeah.
Banish
Change?
Ask
spells.
DM.
Yeah, trying to
Not
look for
sure.
it.
I'm trying
Plan,
to think also.
plan. Beep, 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 beep.
Yeah.
Oh no, it is.
You
Is
need.
this
Yeah,
a
you
fork
you need a
metal rod?
tuning fork.
Yeah. The other one is probably another spell that I'm thinking about. Oh, we didn't buy a fork when we were in town. Unless you wanna.
We gotta go back.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't really want to use the platinums they found in Enderal's room, but maybe we can take a
Yeah.
loan. We'll pay her
I
back.
I I don't think she would like that idea, Lisbeth.
We do need money though.
Oh my. So should we attempt
How much
the
is a fork?
You haven't you
250.
haven't had an experience
25
with one
gold.
yet.
I
First, we need
mean,
to
yeah,
find one.
meta is 25 gold.
Yeah, yeah.
Maybe we can just borrow 3 coins? 4 coins? Maybe we can take a fork from the kitchen and attune it to this place.
like
When they mean fork, it's uh,
Yeah,
Yes?
it's
Yeah.
like the tuning forks for like the violins.
musician stuff? Yeah.
Yeah.
You
Not an
want
actual
to-
fork to eat with. Well, you could eat with a tuning fork. But yeah.
You can't eat with the tuning fork.
Yeah, you
It's
can.
impossible to eat.
But a fork you can't make into a tuning fork.
You can eat with the tuning fork, really?
I mean, it has 2
Like-
prongs, you can step
I
whatever
mean, it's
and hold it.
hard, but
and
you
you should
can.
try hard enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You can
gotta
drink
stay
water with
blunt.
chopsticks.
you can. It's blunt. you can't. You can't pierce
If
anything
it's
with it.
pasta, just go through and then spin it.
No. No.
Anything's a fork if you're brave enough.
All right, so what do you guys do?
Oh, there's so many
It's getting late.
options.
You could also sleep.
Yeah, we're going to sleep, but before we
Yeah,
I mean,
we're not
not
doing
in real
anything.
life. I mean, in the game, but yeah.
I wanted to ask Lester, but it could also be the next morning. Basically, I want to ask him if there's anyone around who can read. I want the children to have some education, learn how to read, maybe read books, and then start making like reading storybooks or whatever that at least gets them engaged.
Even with with a high investigation roll earlier, even with the short amount of time you've
Mhm.
dealt with them, there's absolutely no form of education at all. Like
Yeah,
the most basic they know is like 1, 2 until 5,
yeah,
but like colors, reading, writing, not as common.
yeah. So that's what I wanted to ask.
I remember.
That's what I wanted to
Ahem.
ask Lester if there's any one of the adults who knows how to read and can teach the children.
You can look for them now, or you can do it
Uh,
the next day.
yeah.
But you're for sure know that there's no education going on at
Yep.
all.
I want them to have sort of like a story time or whatever. Like in the afternoon when it's hot outside, like bring the children in and like teach them or something. Teach them
You
to
see
read
Frey
and
just
write.
talk. You see Frey just sort of looking at you
I-
strangely the entire time.
Yeah, she probably hears Elizabeth mumbling to herself, "Oh, I gotta find Lester. I wonder if there's a." It's like, what?
Anime style, like sort of head
Yeah.
on the table, talking to herself.
Yeah.
Looking at your fist.
Yes,
Yes,
Bridges.
To find.
Are you okay? Are you
I
dancing?
can read. I'm a woman of education.
Um. Bridges, I also can read, but I was thinking someone who would stay around here and can
Oh.
continuously do it.
So you're
Oh, nice.
busy with us being an Arkan taxi.
Yes.
Oh, right. Yeah, you have a point. Sorry.
And then you realize the last people you taught.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh no, Ash.
I can. I mean, I can. I, I mean, I could just not teach them magic, but basic math. I can teach them math instead.
Yeah, I mean ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. You know,
Yeah.
I was thinking, they could also make it fun once they start reading storybooks. They can probably like, make plays and be entertainment for the adults or something.
Yeah, and maybe some adults can pick it up and turn it into games with books and dices.
Yeah, that would be good. Do you know
Probably
I
about
counted there was like
dungeons,
25
possibly
kids
about
here?
dragons.
dragons.
Probably ends up with
Thing did
5
you do?
editions.
What sort of thing did you do in your university? Books and dices? What?
Who would use that time? honestly?
Everything's
What
a
bunch of
gamble.
nerds. That's not fun. What are you talking about?
Why would you bring books into gambling? I don't get it.
Then you're just gonna talk for like 4 hours? What a bunch of dweebs.
What?
Don't you get tired of talking? 4 hours.
Never.
Out of character, not me. It's my job. So. Yeah, okay. So for brevity's sake, let's say you keep the box stored into a secure place, and you realize after a whole day, especially for Phrygius, who have casted multiple spells, used their knowledge of the teleportation circle, on top of casting scrying and spending upwards of almost 1 million, I mean 1,000 gold pieces, you realize that it's been a very productive but also very challenging day. You begin
Let's
to
talk
feel
about it tomorrow.
for Ragnarok, you begin to experience also the after effects. There isn't one, but for like narrative storytelling, like your body begins to adjust to the waning of the effects on you.
It's fine. You don't need any excuses for Ragnarok. Like, he's old and he served as a pack mule for like 5 hours.
Yeah,
So
he
he's...
goes, he
And then
sleeps.
spend his whole morning negotiating when he's bad at talking. Yeah, he's tired as shit.
yeah, that's for sure. Lisbeth is probably the last one to go to bed, as you live onto the opposite side of where Enderall's room would be, and yours faces towards the village that you're currently in. And you can see slowly that the buildings, their lights begin to turn off, their torches are beginning to turn off, candles are beginning to put out, and you see small families that are sort of grouping together as you begin to realize, and it dawns upon you that you are now responsible for all these people. And it's a bittersweet feeling knowing that you have a big responsibility in front of you, but also beautiful that you're providing an opportunity for people to have families, raise their children here safely, and you feel as if you're part of a bigger system here. Something that's bigger than yourself is now in play. You close your window, you go to sleep, and everyone gets to click long rest.
Thank you. I
What
think
does the future hold for this party? Do they find a way to open the boxes? Do they go towards the Templars in the west? Or do they simply just go in while they have recovered after a long night's sleep? Will Brackmar make it back into the village? Will the merchant be able to handle their business successfully? But most importantly, the question that everyone is asking, will the plants of Ragnarok grow? We'll find out next time when we play again next week. Thank you for playing,
Alright,
guys.
thank you everyone.